Hello, everybody. It's Sephiroth4 for the weekly update. A few things today. First off, it's still vacation time for me, um, both from videos and from school. It is currently the fourth day of Hanukkah, so happy Hanukkah to everybody celebrating. Also, hope everyone who celebrates Christmas had a nice Christmas. And yeah, it's New Year's week. Wow. On the first, I might put up a video of like the year in review. I don't think I'm going to do it for next Sunday. It's probably going to be for the first, so that I can do it during vacation week. So look forward to that. But yeah, only a few days left in the year. And so my question to you is, name one good thing from this year. I want you in the comments right here. Take the time until you think of something. Name one good thing that happened this year. It doesn't necessarily have to be with you. Because I know some people have difficulty with that, and that's okay. But name one good thing that happened this year. And I'm not doing this for engagement. I want you to think of something positive. I know 2 weeks ago I talked about having just a few minutes of positivity a day. And I know a couple of people at least did it. Last week, I asked you to stop something cold turkey, which is a lot harder to do. I don't think anyone took me up on that offer. Some people tried, which is I appreciate, but I didn't get any feedback on it. But yeah. Today, I just want you to tell me something good that happened this year. That's it. One good thing. And I want you to end off this year thinking about something positive, because every year sucks. Every year sucks. And no matter how bad our lives are, there are always positives. And it's important for us to remember that. And it's something that I've had to practice with myself, because I've had a lot of terrible years in my life, especially relatively recently. And I've had to take the time to just remind myself, like, hey, it's physically impossible for life to be 100% bad. There's always something that you can find. Something that, you can tell yourself. And it doesn't have to be, something grand like I got a new job. It could be, you know what, today I was feeling yucky and I took a shower. Or, I was feeling really hungry and I made the effort to eat when I really, really wasn't up to feeding myself. And those seem a little sad sometimes, but it's still something positive that you're doing for yourself. And that is really important and really amazing. And I mean that with all my heart. And we just have to remind ourselves that sometimes the standards that we have to hold ourselves to in terms of things that are good have to be a little lower than what we want. And that's okay. That's just how life is. Sometimes you just have to say, today is a bad day. Or a bad week, or a bad month, or a bad year. But I'm going to find something to be happy about. And again, you don't have to be happy all the time, because that's, aside from being impossible, not realistic, because life is not only happiness. And it's okay to be sad. It's okay to have sad times. It's okay to live in those sad times and those sad feelings, because your emotions are you. You experience them. It's important to experience your emotions. But it's also important to remind yourself that, as Katrina in Animal Crossing says, the bad times are just times that are bad. And there are good things. Even in the bad times, there are good things. And again, the good things don't drown out the bad things all the time. But it's important to keep a mindset that there is always something positive that you can do or think about in any situation. And, to give a more concrete example, when I was starting my initial cancer journey, and again, bringing out cancer as a thing like this, I'm not trying to invalidate the smaller things in your lives, smaller, because everything that's important to you is important, and that's just a flat thing. If it's important to you, it's important. And just because you don't suffer as much as some other people doesn't mean you're not suffering, and your suffering is valid. That's a fact. Everybody is subjective in what they are feeling, and there is no standard for feeling bad. That being said, when I was going through the beginning of my cancer journey, my camera decided to unfocus. I had a very hard time with it. It was heavy chemotherapy. I was stuck in bed. I was very sick all the time, and I really didn't have any time to be positive. But I learned later that my parents, as part of a coping mechanism for themselves, my dad specifically, had a daily journal, basically, of today's miracle. And those miracles weren't Dovey was miraculously cured. Those miracles were things like Dovey was able to eat today, or Dovey sat up in bed despite how horrible he felt, and things like that. And, I didn't know about this till like a year or two ago, but, this is something from 10 years ago already, 11 years ago. But yeah, I didn't know about it. But I appreciate what he did there. And again, it seems very silly in retrospect, given like Dovey sat up in comparison to I had poison coursing through my whole body. It seems very silly. But looking at it, like objectively, it's fantastic. It's fantastic to be able to see such a horrible situation happening to someone and be able to still pick out something positive. And again, that positivity doesn't have to be something that cancels out all of the negativity, because that's not realistic. But being able to still pick out that positivity will help you get to the point where when the negativity goes away. So, try to take that lesson anyway. Just try to pick out something. And again, something from this year, or just in the situations you're in, just think like, this really sucks. Like I have such a hard time with interacting with people, but I got to talk to somebody, or I got to see somebody enjoy something I like, or whatever. Just try to find something. And it's not easy, and it's not going to be easy necessarily, but it's important. And that's, I hope, something that you can take away from the things that I say, is that these things aren't easy, but they're important. And I know that you can do them, because if I can do them, you can do them. And some people, when I say, no, but you're Dovey, it's like, no, I have a lot of problems with myself, and we're not going to go into them here. I talk about them with my therapist. I have a lot of problems with myself. I have a lot of problems in general that I'm trying to work on and work with and work through. I'm not a unique individual. What I am is somebody who tries. I fail a lot. That's just how it is. But I try. And I'm not going to stop trying. And I want you to try. You don't have to succeed. I want you to try. Succeeding is not the goal. The goal is trying. But it has to be a sincere try. And that's all I want from you. So if you can do that for me, going into this new year, I'll be happy. You want to make me happy, don't you? you don't want to disappoint me. No, I'm not going to be like that. I will not be disappointed if you can't, because that's just how it is. I'm not going to tell you that you're not you. If you sincerely try and can't do it, then that's fine. We'll try something else, or you'll keep trying. Whatever you want to do. Again, the destination is not the point, it's the journey. And I want you to remember that. It's not the goal. The goal itself is trying right now. Just right now. We'll worry about an end point sometime in the future. But yeah. So now that that's done, let's see if there's anything else I actually want to talk about. Let's see. Did a raffle prize. Posted some more art. Posted like my favorite arts of 2024 thing. If you want to look at that on Blue Sky. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah. All I want from you today is to think of something nice that happened this year. And let me know. I expect to see comments. And I'm not doing this for engagement, because by God, those days have passed for me. I ain't becoming a YouTube star. Not in this life. I'm doing this for you. I want to hear from you. And yeah, so let me know. And I sincerely hope that this new year brings good things for all of us. And always remember something that I used to say a lot. Any day, the January 1st is a very arbitrary day. It's the start of a calendar, but it's in the middle of winter. It's just, it has absolutely no meaning aside from what we ascribe to it. But we can ascribe to it meaning, and that's important. And that means that any day can be your new year. Any day that you decide, I'm going to try to be different, I'm going to try to improve, I'm going to try today, is your new year. And it puts the entire rest of your life behind you. Any day that you step up, you get up and say, today is going to be different, whether or not you succeed, that is your new year. So just remember, any day can be your new year. If you want to attach it to the numbers on the calendar, because it's easier to do that, that's fine. But just remember, those numbers mean absolutely nothing. It's only what you do with yourself. So keep trying, keep doing, and I hope this coming year, once again, brings many great things for us. Keep being great to the people around you and to yourself. And just try to add kindness to the world. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next year. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.